Good morning. Continuing with chapter number 14, Statistics. Today, let's solve exercise 14.2, which is based on frequency distribution table. So, question number 1 of exercise 14.2. The blood group of 30 students of class 8 are recorded as follows. 30 students' blood groups are given below. Represent this data in the form of a frequency distribution table, which is the most common and which is the rarest blood group among the students. Okay. Now, according to the given question, we have to prepare a frequency distribution table for the blood group of 30 students of class 8. Yes. And then we have to answer the question that which is the most common and which is the rarest blood group among these students. So for question answer number 1, first let us find out that how many students are having A blood group, how many are having B blood group, how many are having O blood group, and how many are having AB blood group. So according to the data, we have to count 9 students have blood group A, 6 students have blood group B, 3 students have blood group AB, and 12 students have blood group O. Now for this, let's prepare the frequency distribution table. We know that for frequency distribution table is nothing but the given variate and the frequency we represent in a table form. So the frequency distribution table of 30 students is given below. We have to prepare one table in which you will prepare 2 columns, where one is for mentioning the blood group and another for frequency. That is, frequency is nothing but how many number of students are having the respective blood group. So in blood group A blood group 9 students, that is frequency is 9. B blood group 6 number of students, that is frequency of B blood group is 6. Frequency of blood group AB is 3. Frequency of blood group O is 12. And last, we have to cross check that our total frequency is proper or not. So that is, total number of students are 30 and we are getting 30. Now among this, we have to find out which is the most common blood group and which is the rarest blood group. Now according to the distribution table only, we can see that out of these 4 groups, O is most common because maximum number of students are having O blood group, so it is most common, and AB is the rarest group because AB least number of students are having blood group AB, so it is the rarest blood group. Next, question number 2. The distance in kilometer of 40 engineers from their residence to their place of work were found as follows. Now in the question, the distance between the residence and office of engineers are given. 40 engineers residence and workplace distance is given. Construct a grouped frequency distribution table with class size 5 for the data given above, taking the first interval as 0 to 5. 5 not included. What main features do you observe from this tabular representation? Now, here we have to prepare the frequency distribution table, but grouped data we have to prepare. Ungrouped we will write individually, we have to write, but in grouped we have to select whatever class interval your class size is given. Here already in the question here it is given, you have to select the class from 0 to 5, where upper limit should not be counted. So for answer number 2, to construct the grouped frequency distribution table, the first interval should be 0 to 5, where 5 is not to be included. Here the minimum distance is 2 km and the maximum distance is 32 km. Therefore the intervals are 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20. Like this we have to take the class interval. Now the group frequency distribution table is given below. Now first, as it is given distance, so we will take the first column as distance in kilometer. Middle column you will prepare for telemark, and last column you will make for frequency, that is number of engineers. So the distance first, in the distance group we will write the class intervals as it is instructed in the question, that you have to select from 0 to 5, 5 to 10 like this. So we'll instruct 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30 and 30 to 35, because the maximum distance is given as 32 kilometer in the data. So we have to select the class interval till 35. Now for that, let us see how many engineers, what is the frequency of the engineers whose residence and workplace distance is 0 to 5 kilometer. So you can see from the given data that 5 engineers distance from their residence to the workplace is 0 to 5 kilometer. Then 5 to 10, similarly there are 11 such engineers. 10 to 15 there are again 11 such engineers. 15 to 20 again 9 engineers. 20 to 25 1 engineer. 25 to 30 distance 1 engineer, and 30 to 35 distance 2 engineers are there. Then last column total we have to cross check. Yes, they are coming, frequency total is coming as 40, and all number of engineers are given 40. Now for telemark, when we are preparing, we have to prepare group of 5 lines. Group of 5 lines in such a way that suppose if there are there is 2 frequency only, you will make 2 lines. If there is 4 frequency, you will make 4 lines. But if there is 5 frequency, then you have to make 4 lines and 1 line cross on it. Already we have learned telemarking in previous class, so it is not a big deal. You can write easily. According to distribution table, most of the engineers are living within the 20 km from the place of work. Only few are living on longer distance. This is what we can make out from the frequency distribution table, that most of the engineers are staying, their residence and workplace distance is till 20 kilometers, and some of the engineers are staying beyond 20 kilometers. Next, question number 3. The relative humidity in percentage of a certain city for a month of 30 days was as follows. Now relative humidity in percentage of for 1 month of 30 days of a certain city is given. You have to give answers of 3 questions, that is construct a grouped frequency distribution, take classes 84 to 86, 86 to 88, and that means you have to take 2 to class size. Second question, which month or season do you think this data is about? And third question, what is the range of this data? So answer number 3, first we have to prepare a group frequency distribution table, and we have to select the class intervals as 84 to 86, 86 to 88, to class size classes we have to select. So for answer number 1 of answer 3, here according to the data, the minimum humidity is 84.9 and the maximum is 99.2. Therefore, the class intervals are 84 to 86, 86 to 88, 88 to 90, etc. so on. Because last is maximum relative humidity is given as 99.2. So we have to select it 100. The group frequency distribution table is given below. Again, draw 2 columns. First column as relative humidity in percentage, and second column as number of days, that is frequency. So first class interval is 84 to 86, then 86 to 88, 88 to 90, 90 to 92, 92 to 94, 94 to 96, 96 to 98, and 99 to 100. We have to select it 100 because the maximum relative humidity is given as 99.2%. Now for frequency from the given data, check it out from 84 to 86, how many days are coming, that is we'll get number of days, we'll get 1 for the first class interval, that is 84 to 86. From 86 to 88 again we have 1 number of days. 88 to 90, we have two numbers of days. 90 to 92, two numbers of that is frequency is 2. 92 to 94, there is frequency is 7. 94 to 96, frequency is 6. 96 to 98, frequency is 7. And 98 to 100, frequency is 4. After that, once last row you have to maintain for the total, cross check your frequencies so that we doesn't miss any of the in data information. Yes, so total number of days coming 30, and already 30 days information is given. Now answer of question number 2, that which month or season do you think this data is about? This data is related to rainy season because the relative humidity is more. We know that in rainy season we have a humid climate, so the data according to the given relative humidity shows that it is a rainy season. And the third question, what is the range of this data? We know that range is nothing but the difference between the highest and lowest observation, या highest or lowest value. So range equal to maximum humidity minus minimum humidity, that is equal to 99.2 minus 84.9, that is equal to 14.3. Next, question number 4. The heights of 50 students measured to nearest centimeters have been found to be as follows. So heights of 50 students are given. Now you have to answer the question. That is, first you will have to represent the given data above by a grouped frequency distribution table taking the class interval as 160 to 165, 165 to 170, etc. What can you conclude about their heights from the table? So for answer, first let's find out what is the minimum height given and then the maximum height. So according to given data, the minimum height is 150 centimeter and the maximum height is 173 centimeter. Therefore, the class interval are 150 to 155, 155 to 160, 160 to 165, etc. The group frequency distribution table is given below. Again, two columns where first height in centimeter and second column for frequency. Frequency, that is nothing but number of students. Now the minimum, as it is 150, we will start from 150 to 155 and then maximum is 173. We have to take the class size as 5. So it will come till 175. So first class length is 150 to, class interval is 150 to 155, then 155 to 160, 160 to 165, 165 to 170 and 170 to 175. Because minimum height is 150 and maximum is 173. So we will select till 175. Now the frequency for the first class interval, that is 150 to 155, that is 12, means 12 number of students have the height between this class. Then 155 to 160, the frequency is 9. 160 to 165, frequency is 14. 165 to 170, frequency is 10. And 170 to 175, frequency is 5. And the last row, that is total, we have to check and we can see that total 50 is coming. Now second question is there, what can you conclude about their heights from the table? Now looking at the table, what you can say about the height of the students? More than 50% students have height less than 165 centimeter. This we can conclude because you can see that from 150 to till 165 class length there are 35 students who are having the height till 165 centimeter. So that is half, more than 50%, because 50 students are given, more than 25 students, 35 students are having height less than 165 centimeter. So we can conclude this only, that more than 50% students have height less than 165 centimeter. Next, question number 5. A study was conducted to find out the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air in parts per million, that is ppm. In short, parts per million is written as ppm of a certain city. The data obtained for 30 days is as follows. First, make a group frequency distribution table for this data with class interval as 0.00 to 0.04, then 0.04 to 0.08 and so on. Second question, for how many days was the concentration of sulfur dioxide more than 0.11 parts per million? So for answer, first let's find the minimum and maximum concentration. So according to the given data, the minimum concentration is 0.01 and the maximum concentration is 0.22. Therefore, the class intervals are 0.00 to 0.04, 0.04 to 0.08, 0.08 to 0.012, etc. Now, it is maximum is 0.22 and class size is 4. So we have to take consider the table of 4. So last class interval you will take till 0.24 because in the table of 4 we don't get 22, but near to 22 we have 24. So the last class interval we have to select till 0.24. So again let us prepare the frequency table. Again 2 columns. First is the concentration of sulfur dioxide in ppm and the second column of number of days, that is frequency. First class interval is 0.00 to 0.04, then 0.04 to 0.08, 0.08 to 0.12, you have to take the difference of 4 units. Then 0.12 to 0.16, 0.16 to 0.20 and 0.20 to 0.24. Now respective frequencies you have to check. So you have to count from the given data that how many number of days are having the concentration of sulfur dioxide is between 0.02 to 00 to 0.04. So the number of days, here you can say the frequency for the first class interval, that is 0.00 to 0.04 is 4. Then the next, that is from 0.04 to 0.08 it is 9, 0.08 to 0.12 it is again 9, 0.12 to 0.16 it is 2, 0.16 to 0.20 it is 4, 0.20 to 0.24 it is 2. And last, the total you have to cross check, that is we are getting 30 number of days. Now the second answer, in 8 days the concentration of sulfur dioxide was more than 0.11 parts per million. Yes, so you have to check it out, more than 0.11. So you have to count from 0.12 and you can see here last that these 3 days, that is 2, 4 and 2. So in 8 days the number of concentration is more than 0.11. Next question number 6. 3 coins were tossed 30 times simultaneously. Each time the number of fades occurring was noted down as follows. Prepare a frequency distribution table for the data given above. It's a very simple question. So for answer, the frequency table is given below. Now number of heads, 3 coins are there. So what will be the outcome of that? We have learned in probability. So number of fades 0, number of fades 1, number of fades 2 and number of fades 3. Already we have to find that only, that each time the number of fades that is given. So first column is number of fades and second column is frequency, that how many times number of fades are coming, 0, that is 6 times. Number of fades coming 1, that is 10 times, so frequency will be 10. Number of fades 2, the frequency is 9, and number of fades 3, that is frequency is given 5, that is total 30. Next question number 7. The value of pi up to 50 decimal places is given below. Yes, now we all know the value of pi, in short we are taking as 3.14, but till 50 place value, decimal places, it is given down. You have to make a frequency distribution of the digits from 0 to 9 after the decimal point. Means how many times the digits 0 comes after the decimal point, 1 comes after the decimal point, digit 2 comes after decimal point, that we have to make a frequency table for that. And second question, what are the most and the least frequently occurring digits? So for answer, let's first prepare the frequency table. So the frequency table is given below. Make two columns where digits from 0 to 9 we have to write, because we have to find out that only. So we'll write number and the second column, that is frequency. So number 0 occurs 2 times after decimal place. Number 1 occurs 5 times, number 2 occurs 5 times, number 3 occurs 8 times, number 4 occurs 4 times, number 5 occurs 5 times, number 6 frequency is 4, number 7 frequency is 4, number 8 frequency is 5, and number 9 frequency is 8. So total 50 already given, and 50 decimal places are given in the given value of pi. And now we have to find out which is the most and the least frequently occurring digits. So highest time, you know, that we can see from the table that 3 and 9 are occurring highest times. So the 3 and 9 are the most occurring digits, and 0 is the least occurring digit, because 0 occurs the least time. Yes. So the answer for question number 2 is 3 and 9 are the most occurring digits, and 0 is the least occurring digit. Question number 8. 30 children were asked about the number of hours they watched TV programs in the previous week. The results were found as follows. Make a grouped frequency data table for this data, taking class within 5 and one of the class intervals as 5 to 10. Yes, we have to again select the class interval of class size 5, and that is from 5 to 10 already given. And second question, how many children watch television for 15 or more hours a week? In 1 week, how many children watch TV more than 15 hours in a week? So for answer, first let's find out what is the minimum and maximum hours. So according to the data, the least time is 1 hour and the most time is 17 hours. Therefore the class intervals are 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, etc. The grouped frequency distribution table is given below. Again, two columns. First is time for watching TV in hours, and the number of second column is number of children, that is frequency. So as minimum is 1 hour and maximum is 17, we have to select the class length, class interval till 20. So first class interval, that is 0 to 5, second 5 to 10, third 10 to 15, and fourth 15 to 20. Now frequency for first class interval, that is 0 to 5 is 4, 5 to 10 is 9, 10 to 15 is 9, and 15 to 20 is 2. And total we are getting the frequency as 30, and already 30 number of children's information is given. Now second question, that is only 2 children watch television for 15 or more hours a week. You can see that the last class interval, that is 15 to 20, the frequency is 2. That is 2 number of children watch TV from more than 15 hours a week. Next question number 9. A company manufactures car batteries for a particular type. The lives in years of 40 such batteries were recorded as follows. Construct a grouped frequency distribution table for the data using class intervals of size 0.5 starting from the interval 2 to 2.5. Here only we have to prepare the frequency distribution table, and that is grouped frequency distribution table. So for answer number 9, according to data, the minimum lifetime is 2.2 years and the maximum lifetime is 4.6 years. Therefore, the class intervals are 2 to 2.5, 2.5 to 3, 3 to 3.5, etc. The group frequency distribution table is given below. Make 2 columns. First column for lives of batteries, that is in years it is given, and the second column that is number of batteries, and in bracket you have to write frequency. Now the first class interval is 2 to 2.5, then 2.5 to 3, 3 to 3.5, 3.5 to 4, 4 to 4.5, and 4.5 to 5, because the maximum lifetime is given as 4.6 years. So we have to select till 5. Now in the second column, for writing the frequency from the given data, find out that how many number of batteries come between the class interval 2 to 2.5, and then so on. You have to search it out. So the frequency for the first class interval, that is 2 to 2.5, is 2, then 2.5 to 3 is 6, 3 to 3.5 is 14, 3.5 to 4 is 11, 4 to 4.5 is 4, 4.5 to 5 is 3. So total 40 number of batteries are coming, and for 40 number of batteries information is given. So in this way you have to prepare the frequency distribution table for ungrouped and grouped data as per the requirement of the questions. Dear students, please copy all this in your regular CW. Thank you.